Have you ever found yourself in the middle of a big decision just asking, "Is that you, Lord?" I think we all have. In a world that is just so loud and full of distractions, it's probably one of the most important questions we can ask. So today, we're going to dive into how we can find that clarity together. I mean, seriously, who hasn't been there? You're praying, you're looking for an answer, and that one question just echoes in your mind. Is this really God? Or is this just what I want to hear? It's such a common feeling, and we are going to unpack that today. And let's be real, this is exactly why it's so tough. It's not just a little background noise. It's a constant flood of information. Our phones are buzzing, everyone has an opinion, our own anxieties are screaming for attention, and all of it is competing to drown out that still, small voice. But here's the thing. Right in the middle of all that chaos, there is this incredible promise. Jesus says his sheep hear his voice. Now that changes everything, doesn't it? The question isn't, is God even speaking? The real question becomes, how do I tune my ears to the voice that's already there? And we need to get this straight right from the start. Hearing God is not some special skill reserved for a select few. It's not for the spiritual elite. It is your birthright. It's an open invitation for every single one of us. So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, first up, let's look at a story of discernment. Talking about ideas is one thing, but seeing how this plays out when a real decision is on the line, that makes all the difference. So let's meet Derek. So here's Derek, and he's facing this classic problem. He's at a fork in the road, and he's just stuck, totally frustrated and overwhelmed. He had two very different options in front of him, and the pressure to make the right choice was just paralyzing him. And here was his choice. Look at this. On one side, you have a job with a higher salary, the practical, logical option that makes sense on paper, but for some reason, he just felt no peace about it. And on the other side, an opportunity with less money, but he felt this powerful, undeniable sense of purpose, a total head versus heart situation. And this is where everything changed for him. His pastor helped him flip the script on the whole decision. Instead of asking which one makes the most sense financially, they asked this crucial question: where is the peace of God? It's a small change in words, but a massive shift in perspective. So he followed that peace. He took the leap of faith. And the result? Well, it speaks for itself. His joy came back, not because the path was suddenly easy, but because it was the right one for him. He was learning how to hear for himself. Derek's story is so powerful because he learned to recognize a key sign: peace. But that's just one piece of the puzzle, right? So now let's build on what he learned and lay out a framework with 4 clear signs that can help all of us get better at recognizing God's voice. Okay, sign number 1. This is the big one. It's the foundation, the ultimate filter for everything else. If you feel like you're getting a nudge or a prompting, the very first thing you have to ask is, does this line up with the Bible? God's character is unchanging, so his voice is never, ever going to contradict his written word. I love this verse. Think of scripture this way. It's not some big, heavy rule book meant to hold you back. It's a lamp. It's just enough light to show you the very next step, to keep you from tripping in the dark as you move forward. All right, here's the second sign, and this goes right back to Derek's story. God's voice leads with peace, even when the path ahead looks challenging. But other voices, like fear, anxiety, or pressure from others, they push with this frantic, panicked sense of urgency. One is a gentle guide, the other is a shove from behind. And that word right there, rule, is so important. Peace isn't just a nice suggestion or a fleeting emotion. It's meant to be the umpire in our hearts, the one that makes the final call. It's our internal compass, letting us know when we're heading in the right direction. Now, sign number 3. This one is a really crucial distinction to make. God's voice brings conviction. It points something out in our lives to correct us and restore us. It lifts us up. Condemnation, though, that's totally different. It's designed to do one thing: crush your spirit with shame and discouragement. And this is just such a powerful truth to hold on to. If the voice you're hearing is just tearing you down, making you feel small and worthless, that is a giant red flag. That is not the voice of your shepherd. His voice always, always leads to life and hope, not shame. And finally, sign number 4, community. Look, we are not meant to figure all this stuff out on our own, in a vacuum. God so often uses the wisdom of trusted, spiritually mature people in our lives to confirm what we're already sensing. Think about it. Who are those people for you? Okay, so we've got the 4 signs, we know what to look for. But how do we actually create the space in our busy lives to listen? Let's get really practical here with some actionable steps you can start doing today. These 4 steps are so simple, but so powerful. First, you gotta quiet the noise. Just slow down. Sometimes the best way to pray is to just be silent and listen. Second, open up the Bible, but do it with a sense of expectation, like you're about to have a conversation. Third, write it down. You'd be amazed at the clarity that comes when you journal what you're sensing. And fourth, and this one's huge, when you get that direction, act on it. Obedience actually sharpens your ability to hear more clearly next time. All right, let's bring it all home. Because knowing these signs is one thing, but walking in confidence every day is another. So here's one final encouragement to really strengthen that muscle of discernment. You know, the stories we tell ourselves really matter. These affirmations aren't just positive thinking, they're about reinforcing what's true. Imagine starting your day by declaring God's peace leads me, guides me, and guards me. Doing that can actively rewire your mindset from one of doubt to one of confident faith that you really can hear his voice. And this right here is the heart of it all. This whole journey isn't some cosmic test where God is hiding the answers and hoping you'll mess up. It's an invitation. Every single time you pause to listen for his voice, you're stepping deeper into relationship with him. So I want to leave you with this beautiful truth, this incredible promise. God is speaking. He is guiding. And as you practice quieting the noise and tuning your heart to listen, you will hear that voice with more and more clarity. A voice behind you saying, "This is the way. Walk in it."
Want to start your week with power, peace, and purpose? Join the Affirm Your Greatness community, where faith meets mindset, all for just $9 a month or $50 a year. This is your space to speak life, grow boldly, and walk in God's promises. Affirm your greatness, speak life, live boldly.
Now available on Amazon.com. Unlock the transformative power of positive affirmations with this essential guide by certified personal development coach and motivational speaker, Dennis of DennisMotivates.com. In Affirm Your Greatness, you'll discover the science behind affirmations and learn how to craft personalized affirmations that resonate with your unique journey. Get your copy today. Find the link in the description. Thanks.